It's Johannesburg's first hospital and rehabilitation centre for wildlife animals, and it provides free treatment for all sorts of creatures. It's funded entirely by public donations and animal lovers.
Johannesburg Wildlife Vet is a dream come true, really. It's been a 5-year process to get where we are, to get sponsors, to get property, to get enough money to do this, and for me to take the step of quitting my normal job and doing something that's pro bono all the time. It's very gratifying. I love it.
We can now give wildlife that comes into rehab centres or into other vets who don't have the expertise or the time to concentrate on treating ex situ or injured wildlife. We can now give them concentrated care here.
In the small animal hospital, indigenous creatures crawl in and out of Karen's life, but that's one of the centre's greatest achievements.
Our success rate has about been 80% of all our animals that's come in. Successfully released, successfully rehabilitated. It's wonderful. Even that releasing a hedgehog is fantastic. It's lovely. And releasing a raptor as well. It's awesome when you see them fly.
Workers see a positive side to the rise in patient numbers. It means more people are turning to their newly inaugurated facility when they find a wounded animal. But South Africa's thriving pet trade also increases the caseload.
A lot of the things that we see come from people's gardens and things brought in by domestic cats a lot. Other things are brought in from the ex-pet trade. We also get a lot of animals from the muti trade, so things that are being caught by people to sell for the muti trade. Like the stork that we have here today was dragged along in a box by somebody, ended up getting injuries on its ankles.
But for staffers, that's where their job starts, educating the public about how to interact with these animals.
In terms of the public and wild animals, I think the most important thing is to remember that they are wild animals and there will always be that wild instinct there. If you want sort of environment and wildlife to still be where it is in 20 years' time, you have to have everybody involved, everybody doing their own bit for conservation, for wildlife rehab.
There are financial challenges when running the centre, but that doesn't keep the hospital's crew from trying to save them all. The team is on call 24 hours a day, ready to help animals and release the healthy ones back into the wild. Julie Scheier, CGTN, Johannesburg, South Africa.